Osaka wearing the royal purple, and she means business. I think she's here to win New York. As always, this coverage is brought to you via the Doctrine of Fair Use, the Fair Dealing, and the Digital Millennium Act. We pick up here in the second set. Karolina Muchova down the line winners. She broke Osaka and had the opportunity to serve this thing out. And no, this is not the same play. Down the line winners. This is a different play. Muchova, wide serve and volley. She is amazing, ladies and gentlemen. She made Osaka work, as Karolina would win 80% of her net points, while Osaka winning only 60% of hers. But when broken, Osaka rose to the occasion because Karolina was up the break. She had the chance to serve out the second set. Then what had Konnichiwa. What happened was Osaka came through with the heat-seeking missiles, straight laser beams, flamethrowers. Listen, guys, Osaka, as I've been saying for so long, there's two players on tour that have the most beautiful technique. They are so gifted offensively, and they are going to meet in the semifinal. And this is why I love Davenport. Everything that I say, at one point or another, she comes on later and she says the same thing. She said Osaka and Amanda, they have the same gifts. Their strengths are the same. Their weaknesses are the same. And they're going to meet in the semifinal as Osaka would do it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you guys, you got to listen to Davenport. Everything I say on the channel, she says the same thing. You guys know what I say is accurate. Trust me. Now, Muchova was up. I felt she played a pretty darn good match. I mean, she won 73% of her first serves. Like I said, 80% of her net points. When she broke Osaka in that second set, she went to her bench here. She pulled out the banana, and I felt she regrouped mentally as she should. And by the way, I've never seen Thomas so calm in a box. When he was coaching Iga, he was always fired up, and he was just... The Polish fans came here and said they weren't getting along in the camp, and I think that was true, especially towards the end of that relationship and that partnership, because Thomas was always upset. I've never seen him smile so much, and I think he's taking on the energy of the leader here, and that's Osaka. And by the way, I love the coaching that Thomas is doing with. He's giving Osaka's already the best offensive player on tour. I've said that. Coco's the best defensive player, and she's got the best backhand. When we talk about putting everything together, serve and all the fundamentals, technique, backhand, forehand, I think Osaka is just, I think she's above everyone else. It's at least what's left in the draw. But we got to take a look at this match with Amanda Anisimova, ladies and gentlemen. Osaka's shocked. She said she's just happy to be back in the semifinal. I think she's showing a lot more gratitude. I think at one point, a lot of people said they called her names like spoiled and unappreciative. I think watching Coco win that 22 championship, having a baby, having some time off, coming back, she does appreciate things a lot more because she did work hard, and it's beautiful. I remember what Osaka said. She said just seeing Coco at a young age practicing in the same USTA facility, and for them to both make it, she said, is amazing. And I think now, being older, being a parent, being a mother, it's about perspective, right? It's about perspective, because we all don't have the same views or outlooks on life. But if you can show gratitude and just appreciate where you are and just understand that most people would dream to be where you are, I think as a mother, as someone that's older on tour, just seeing the success from the sideline, because sometimes you have to take a step back, look at the bigger picture. I think Osaka realizes that now. I think she's very mature. She's always been classy and full of integrity. And I just love this version of Osaka. However, guys, if I were an expert setting this line versus Amanda, I would probably... Now, Amanda, in case you don't realize, she's beat Osaka twice, both coming in the 22 season, once at the Australian Open, Osaka's playground, that went 3 sets, but Osaka wasn't in form, right? She wasn't in her best form. And also that same year at the French Open in straight sets. Now, she's the higher ranked player as well. She is the only player that has made the semifinals of the last two slams back to back. So realistically, Amanda should be the favorite in this match. However, if you see Osaka as an underdog, whoa, that's going to be insane. I would set this as a pick 'em, to be fair. And to be honest with you, I think Osaka should be the favorite. I don't think she should be the underdog, but we will see what happens, okay? I'm not the expert in that category. But I do think Osaka should be the favorite, and at minimum, it should be a pick 'em. If Osaka's the underdog, because I feel Osaka's going to win this match. Now, here's the thing. This is why I love Davenport. Davenport, she says literally the same thing I say, but after the fact, after I've already said it. She said Amanda and Osaka, she just said this, have the same strengths and the same weaknesses. She said they are an identical player. How long? I've been saying this for years. I've been saying this when Davenport was probably still playing. So come to the channel, understand that a lot of the things I say, it really is great expertise. And the reality is when the pros, the Hall of Famers, when they echo what I say, you do, please guys, appreciate that, because no one else out here with a microphone on YouTube is saying this kind of stuff. Okay, a lot of people do videos after the fact, but I'm covering the matches as they happen. I'm covering them before. I'm predicting 200 plus matches. That's a lot, guys. I can't give you recaps and reviews on every match. It's unrealistic, and I'm in my own lane. You know, don't come here comparing me to other people. I'm not that. I can be that if I want. I'm not that. And I think true support is understanding what someone is. You know, you guys have kids. When you support your kids, you support what they are doing, okay? You stand by them. Don't pressure them. I think Chris Rock said it best. Parents ruin more dreams than anyone. How many times you hear a parent saying, no, you can't do that. You shouldn't do that. You should do this. Guys, stop it, okay? If you want to show support, but stop the foolishness, because that's why I stopped responding to comments for a long time. I don't have time to respond to foolishness, okay? Osaka wins. Congratulations. Muchova takes the loser's walk, but she's not a loser. Amazing talent. And by the way, I have so many shorts that I could post shorts all day. I'm going to post some Muchova stuff. I love Muchova. You guys know she's a member of the original Headband Gang. One of my favorite players on tour. I think she's amazing. She's so talented. I'm just happy she's back, but she's not healthy. She'll need to nurse and rehab. Hopefully she won't be out long. But Osaka is just so classy. She's amazing. Everything about Osaka is amazing. And the tennis gods have answered my prayers. I said Amanda needs to be back inside the top 10. And I said Osaka needs to be back inside the top 10. Now, in terms of Amanda, top 10 for American tennis, but I said I want her back inside my top 5 for Americans, preferably my top 3. Coco, Pegula, Amanda. She's back where she needs to be. We also have Madison Keys. Now, Sloane's got to get healthy and come back next year, but I think she's got to change some things. She's still very athletic. She's too stationary. Sloane's got to work on some things. But the tennis gods did hear my prayers when I said Osaka's too big time. She's got 4 slams to not be a top 10 player. Osaka's back inside the top 10. Thank you. We miss you. It's been a long time. You are an amazing player, and you are a superstar. One of the highest female earning athletes of all time. She is big time, and I'm so grateful she got the win here. She made Muchova run 1,800 meters. Unreal. She really stepped up. She used her feet today, and playing someone like Amanda, who's also stationary, Osaka will have that edge there. So stay tuned, guys. Osaka wins. She's signing tennis balls. She is so busy right now. And look at that royal purple. She looks beautiful. Congratulations, Osaka.